Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, Blake, where you at?
Yeah, I've been here rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that Boston since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali.
Okay, I think we're on here.
One day we gon' meet, yeah, we gon' blow it down.
I have a couple
yeah,
more
we gon' blow it down.
man. Hang on
Out to Toka 2, slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock by my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit.
Pause
That's
that
my
game.
fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Straps
now we're waiting for a few people to get in here.
Bruce passed me the blunt.
Rascalot, my brother, salute.
Non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames.
I gotta go over to see, I'm doing this on Facebook and on YouTube. Daniel Berry, my brother, salute.
Like
bear with me for a second here.
Different strain, bitch, you ain't like me. You can never feel my pain. You win and you lose. Well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed.
Yeah, I am on
I ain't
Facebook.
undisputed, but I want all the straps.
First of all, we get these jazz cats out here to do their thing while I'm doing this thing here. Now let me go on to, let's see, I have to open up my audience on Facebook. Edit audience. Public. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. Alonzo Spectacular. Salute, my brother. This is not boxing here tonight, man. This is jazz trivia. But first of all, I gotta get the head right. Now tell me, is the music too loud in the background? Because this is a little bit of live jazz right now. This is live from Smalls Jazz Club, New York City. But I gotta pick myself a few, a little bit of a little bit of a head special here. Alonzo Spectacular. Is that El Pinche again? I don't know, bro. I think you got about 1 million accounts, man. Let me see. I got one last bud of this awesome blend, this awesome ice cream cake. One little last nugget here. I can show you. I'm gonna throw this in the grinder. Okay, man, that's all. Put that on the big screen. Cut that volume down. Okay, here we go, man. All right, man, I'm gonna grind up this. First of all, look at this beauty. The last one of this ice cream cake. This is the stuff I got sent to me by In the Clouds Dispensary. This is your THCA. Nice. I wonder how the focus is on this live streaming tube here, man. I'll put this up there. See if we can get that focused in. Can you see it? See, I'm looking at the YouTube, so I can't really tell if it's focused in or not. I'm a few seconds behind. Yeah, it's kind of focused in. But anyway, that's a nice bud of ice cream cake going into the grinder. You smash that up. Alonzo Spectacular. Whatever you wanted me to call you, Bill, we call you. Just don't say anything stupid in here, and I don't have to block you again. Okay. That gives me a little bit of crumbled ice cream cake there. We'll dump that in the tray. Anyway, yeah, there's a nice pile of smoke in there. But that's just not going to do it. We're going to have to fortify this. We are going to add Let's see here. Oh, this is that top I've been looking for too, man. Some platinum blonde crumble. I don't know if you are familiar with this, man. This is a great product of concentrated THC in a crumbly form. It almost looks like crack, but it's not. And what I do is see, and this you can actually handle this stuff. It's not sticky or gooey, and you can crumble it. Thus, it's called crumble. What I'm doing is breaking off a little chunk, not too much. You don't really need too much because the herb I'm smoking is fantastic. There he is, man. Chris Ireland, my brother. Salute. And what I'll do is, man, I'll take this little piece of crumble. I'll crumble that in my tray of previously smashed up ice cream cake bud. And oh yeah, there's like a little salad in there, man. You know, you salt your meat, you spice it up. And I got me a nice little evening's festivities here. Oh, how sweet it is, man. Yeah, that's pretty looking too, eh? Got the little, it's like a salad with Parmesan cheese on there, man. Well, this is an interesting little quiz I put in. I might as well start it. What the fuck? Because I don't expect many people to come here. Not many jazz lovers out there, or even people that want to be jazz lovers. But anyway, man, let me pull it back. Let me pull it back on the stage. There we go, man. We'll resume the game. It'll take a couple of minutes for it to load up properly, just enough time for me to do a couple of tokes on this fortified herb that I just made. And anybody watching me on Facebook, do me a favor. See, this is a jazz trivia, and you can answer your questions, 1, 2, 3, or 4. But for some reason on Facebook, they think when you're typing those numbers that it's spam, so it might not get through there. So you might want to type the answer with the name in there. Skip to question 2. See, I had an option on that, and this is the third live trivia I've done in 2 days. So I am going at it, baby. I don't know why, but I just kind of had that urge to do some trivia. I did the cannabis trivia on my weed channel yesterday. I did the jazz trivia last night. Traveling Fools, bro. Shout out to Traveling Fools. He won that jazz trivia last night. And then tonight, he won the boxing trivia. And tonight, the jazz. But anyway, I'm waiting for this to start in a minute. And damn, it doesn't. I don't have the skip to the next question on here, which I had on the last second to the last one I did. But anyway, man, let's get this contest started. This is basic jazz trivia. Be a little bit of fun. Oh, that's the jazz rock, man. I mean, jazz is just a basic form of very, very sophisticated and highly taught music where you're doing scales. You're changing in different keys. You're doing a lot of improvisation. I mean, it's when I first got to jazz, bro, I was hooked on it. Okay, anyway, which instrument is Louis Armstrong most famous for playing? 1, is it the trumpet? 2, is it the saxophone? 3, the piano, or 4, the drums? Skull Asylum, my brother. Long time no see, man. There he is, the movie man out there. Salute, my brother. This is Sashimo, Louis Armstrong. Oh, yeah. That's it, man. The ballot boxes are closed. Computating the answers right now. I see everybody knows this one, man. We got 100% right answer on this. Chris was the first guy to get in there. This only gets the first 2 places, man. I got to get a, well, actually, I don't have many people in here anyway. But like for the boxing, we had about 20 people in here last night. So I got to get I got to find a program that shows more of the ones who won it. And I can't get that fucking skip to. I gotta call my my computer G tomorrow, see if he can help me out on this. But let's get into the next question in just a few seconds. Louis probably. Okay, man. Who is considered the first lady of jazz? The first lady of jazz, was it Sarah Vaughan? 2, is it Nina Simone? 3, is it Ella Fitzgerald? Or 4, is it Billie Holiday? The first lady of jazz. And I'll probably do a bong with every question too. So I'll have 48 bongs done by the time I'm through with this. We're going to get that bigger than that. There we go. The correct answer. If you think that was tough, a Skull Asylum, we've only gotten started here, bro. I guess this could be you could definitely learn something from a trivia contest like this too. And see, I don't even know the answers. This is AI generated this, so I'm playing this with you guys. I'm gonna guess the answer too. So I'll see a few of you. If you want to copy me, fine. But who knows, man? I can get them wrong too. And like I said, I don't even know what these questions are. Artificially intelligent created. What was Miles Davis' groundbreaking 1959 album called? 1, was it Sketches of Spain? 2, was it Kind of Blue? 3, was it Bitches Brew? Or 4, was it Birth of the Cool? And you can take a guess too, because you're 25% right if you get it, if you don't get it. And I mean, this was actually this is the #1 selling jazz album of all time too, by the way. Released, 1959. I was 5 years old, and it was. If you guess number 2, you get the correct answer. Number 2, Kind of Blue. It was a 50-50 out there. Bitches Brew, one of my favorites. I have all these. I must have 25 Miles Davis albums, man, in vinyl, and I got a ton of them on CD. If anybody wants some Miles Davis, let me know, man. I'll ship them to you. I should have done it. I should have had freaking prizes, the jazz albums and stuff. So I don't even want them anymore. I got 3,000 jazz albums on vinyl. Probably worth $5,000, $6,000. Hey, goddamn, I don't even know how much. Anybody wants them? Send the UPS guy down there, pack them up. Which jazz musician is known for his signature scat singing? 1, is it Thelonious Monk? 2, is it Miles Davis? 3, is it Louis Armstrong? Or 4, is it John Coltrane? The man known for his scat singing, that's do that, do that, do that, that, ba 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 da 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 da. That's scat singing. See this vibe playing in here? I could do some scat singing to this music. Very heady. Scat man, there you go, brother. There you go. But the answer to this one, imagine being called Scat Man. Damn. The only singer on the board right there, man. And that's and that was already in the previous question, but it wasn't quite worded like this, but it was Louis Armstrong. John Coltrane, one of my favorite musicians, one of the heroes, one of the godfathers. I'm sure he's going to be mentioned in some of these questions along the, when we get through this. But Louis Armstrong, Alonzo Spectacular, and Chris. See the vibraphones. I saw a jazz concert with this cat, Gary Burton. The Gary Burton Quartet. I see him up in Boston. I've seen him a couple of times. Probably the best vibraphonist in jazz. Which legendary saxophonist composed A Love Supreme? 1, was it Stan Getz? 2, was it John Coltrane? 3, was it Charlie Parker? Or 4 was it Cannonball Adderley? This is an album that I have in I could pull this out in a second for you. Probably one of the largest, one of the most important albums in jazz, man. This is where John Coltrane, man. John Coltrane prayed. When he played that saxophone on this album, he was praying to God. He was like, whew, this used to run shivers up my spine. And I'm gonna guess John Coltrane. I think I got a pretty good guess on it. The correct answer is even these cats in the club, they know what's going on. And this is live going on too right now. 34% of you. Chris got that one right. A couple of you cats said Charlie Bird Parker. No, not Love Supreme. A little bit before that, but nonetheless, John Coltrane. He did drugs, so he like Charlie Parker. He died at a young age like Charlie Parker. But nope. The answer to this one was The Train. Let's get into the next question. Do another bomb first. Duke Ellington was a band leader and composer, primarily associated with which instrument? Take the A Train. Duke Ellington. What instrument was Duke primarily associated with? 1, was it the trombone? 2, the saxophone. 3, the piano. Or 4, the clarinet. Yeah, Chris has got a little bit of jazz in him, bro. Chris is on it, man. Duke Ellington, man. Sentimental Lady on that piano. But we'll see how our viewers do on this one. Millions and millions of viewers were on YouTube, on Facebook. Share this too on your social platform, man. Let people know, man. Let people know that we all dig a little bit of jazz in here. We loves boxing and we loves weed, but we also dig a little jazz. How many of you got this one wrong? Nobody. That's what I like to see. But I really like to see the one when nobody gets it right. That's when the AI kind of smiles a little bit. And I got AI in here, man. I use her all the time. I ask her any kind of question I want, and she always come up with a good answer. And she even knows I'm a little bit of a character too. Which jazz genre blends elements of rock and funk? What jazz genre blends elements of rock and funk? 1, is it swing? 2, is it jazz fusion? 3, is it cool jazz? Or 4, is it bebop? Bebop, 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 bebop. Jazz and rock and funk. We were talking about that earlier, man. One of the greatest albums, Miles Davis, Bitches Brew, incorporated the styles so sweetly. And Weather Report and Herbie Hancock, and I mean, damn, there's just so many of them. But yeah, baby, the fusion stuff. Let's see if everybody got this one right. I mean, talk about somebody who went to every genre. That would be Miles Davis. Started off playing the bebop, and he got into the fucking classic jazz and the swing and oh man, I mean, Miles was the man. The electric jazz, forget that, the fusion. 100% got this one right. Let's get ready for another one. See if I can get a bong in there before it starts. Yes, sir. Question number 8. Which jazz pianist is known for his complex compositions like Round Midnight? And this cat's one of the funkiest. 1, is it Thelonious Monk? 2, is it Oscar Peterson? 3, is it Herbie Hancock? Or 4, is it Bill Evans? And these are 4 of your greatest keyboard players, man, in jazz. And Around Midnight, that's Thelonious Monk, bro. That's the until midnight rolls around. I listened to that song so many times. All vocalists do it, but the composer, the fucking avant-garde, Thelonious Monk, Mr. Pusherman. Hey, Susanna, my sister, salute from the Philippines. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know if you're a jazz aficionado over there, if you want to play a little bit of... Gert's my brother. There he is, bro. There's my fellow weed head out there, man. Whenever I do a show, Gertz is my fucking co-host in the chat on there. But we're doing some jazz over here, brother. And we're only on the 9th question coming up, I think. So, shit, man, we just got started. Which jazz style was popular in the 1930s and 40s and characterized by the big bands? 1, was it swing? 2, was it Mulder jazz? 3, was it free jazz? Or 4, was it bebop? What style represented the swing? Oh, I just gave it away. But I'm playing the game too, and I'm guessing number 1. Hey man, I should even play this fucking thing. I should I wonder if I can play it. Yeah, man. Instead of me talking the answers, I'm just gonna put my answer in there and see if I win it, man. See if I'm putting the finals. Because like I said, artificially intelligence generated. I tried a bunch of jazz and they wouldn't give me anything. And then finally I got one hit on it. But 67% said swing, Skull and Bruce Gass. 34% said free jazz. Let's keep it going here, man. Let's keep it going. Time to sneak a quick one in there? Yeah. Which vocalist made the song Strange Fruit famous? Nina Simone, 1, 2, Diana Washington, 3, Billie Holiday, or 4, Anita O'Day. I'm going to guess Billie Holiday, man. Well, see, I shouldn't even say it. I should just put my guess in there. Because this is really a guess for me. He just fucking climbed up on me because I may have to pull out a joint. Strange Fruit. And I never even heard of the song either. I'm taking a guess. The correct answer is Billie Holiday. I got that one right. The next question coming up, and I'm going to put it on pause after. Well, let me see. After 10 questions, I'll put it on a slight pause. After 11 questions, I'll put it on a slight pause. I'll change my bomb order. But it was Billie Holiday, Lady Day. Always had the white gardenia. But anyway, man, what instrument did Charlie Parker famously play? 1, was it trumpet? 2, was it piano? 3, was it clarinet? Or 4, was it alto saxophone? This one you should all get right off the top of there, right off the bat. Charlie Parker. This is truly the Mount Rushmore. You couldn't have Mount Rushmore without Charlie Parker's head up there. He was a sax player. This one's almost too easy. But another one, I must have 10 Charlie Parker albums in there. Well, maybe 6 or 7. But I mean, Charlie Parker was I mean, that's Bird, Bo. That's I'm surprised I don't even have his picture up in the background here. But he's definitely Charlie, Miles, Coltrane, and phew. Damn, I don't know who else we're gonna put on it. There's so many other ones. I'm sure we could figure one out. Maybe we'll put. No, I didn't want to say anybody because I'm afraid I'll leave the rest of them out. But let's like I said earlier, let me pause this game here, just for a sec. I'll go change my bong water and come right back. There we go. Clean bong water, and we're back in business. Okay, here, man. Let's resume. Which bass player led the influential band Weather Report? And I've seen this guy. I've seen this guy 1, 2, 3 times in different settings each time. An amazing bass player. 1 was it Ron Carter, 2 was it Paul Chambers, 3 is it Jaco Pastorius, or 4 is it Charles Mingus? I've seen Ron Carter before. I never saw Paul Chambers. Never saw Mingus. I was going to see Mingus, but Mingus got sick and he couldn't perform, and he died. He died not long after that. But anyway, it was Jaco Pastorius. I saw him with Weather Report. I saw him with Joni Mitchell. I saw him in a solo concert in a bar. He was so fucked up, man. I walked out halfway through it, but it was the great Jaco Pastorius, man. Just a sad case at the end, man. He got real alky, heavy drug use, getting in fights in bars. I almost got in a fight with the guy, man. He breathed on me. And he smelled the puke, and oh man, it was a terrible way to see the guy. But man, you know, my hat's off to him. My heart's out to him. The great Jaco Pastorius. If you ever get a chance to check him out, please do. He's Jimi Hendrix on bass. Which venue is often referred to as the Mecca of Jazz in New York City? 1 is it the Village Vanguard. 2 is it Smalls, which we're listening to live right now. 3 is it Blue Note, or 4 is it Birdland? And I mean, this is like, to me, I'm gonna guess this number. New York City got some killer jazz clubs, man. Next time I go there, it's jazz all night long. And these places are open till 3, 4 in the morning. And the Mecca of jazz, New York City, man. I'm gonna guess Birdland, but it could be the Village Vanguard too. But no, Birdland. Any one of those clubs, though, you will not be disappointed. If they're even all, I know Birdland is still open. Maybe they're all still open. I don't know, man. I don't go to live venues much anymore like I used to. I would go to a jazz club every night back in the freaking 80s, man. Which jazz standard began with the lyrics "Summertime and the living is easy"? Going by and the cotton is high, and your daddy is rich and your mom is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. What song is that? 1, is it "Summertime"? 2, "My Funny Valentine"? 3, "Body and Soul"? Or 4, "Autumn Leaves"? Classic jazz tune, bro. I don't even know it, and I knew it. Can't fuck around here. Damn, nobody on Facebook is watching me. You know why? Because I can't send out the invites. Like when I do it from StreamYard, I can just hit invitations on Facebook, and I send out 500 invites. But me and Chris got that one out. Nobody else chipped in, man. Nobody else in here, I guess. I don't know, man. I didn't think there'd be too many in the jazz spectrum of it. We get 2 or 3, we're cool, but I know we must have millions and millions watching on the replays. That's why it's sad that they don't come in and catch it live. But anyway, man, we are coming up to question number 15. And what year was the first Newport Jazz Festival? Wow. And I know that one, man. I know that one because this is the year that I was born in. I'm going to give it away right now. For sure, man. This is the year Bruce Gass was born. You could do that in there too. You'd be, oh no, I didn't do it. 11, 19, 11954. No, I probably will get it wrong now, man. Let me see if I can do it again. See if they'll take me again. I doubt it. I'm probably going to get it wrong. Or not even considered a right one. I don't know. 11954. It's almost like a zip code. Yeah, they gave it to me. 100%. We got it, brother Chris, me and you. You're going to get a Jazz Aficionado Award before I close up tonight. The Royal Order of Boxing-Loving, Weed-Smoking Jazz Aficionados. Question number 16 coming up. What trumpet player is known for creating bebop alongside Charlie Parker? What trumpet player is known for creating bebop alongside Charlie Parker? 1, is it Miles Davis? 2, is it Freddie Hubbard? 3, is it Dizzy Gillespie? Or 4, is it Chet Baker? 4, Hall of Fame jazz trumpeters. There's my brother BVO. Salute, man. Good to see you stopping by, bro. See, if you know your jazz, stick around for a minute or two and test your knowledge, brother. Boxing, jazz, and weed, they go together. I mean, it's hand-in-hand bullshit over here, bro. Get your answers in there quickly. This is Dizzy Gillespie, man, number 3. This is the other guy I put on Mount Rushmore. But the trumpet, Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, I got 3 Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie collaborations in there, man. Great era in jazz, known as bebop. Fast, quick, exciting. Whew. You listen to some bebop, man, I tell you, great music to train to. Boxers listen to Archie Moore used to dig on jazz when he trained. Sonny Liston used to dig on jazz when he trained. So many of the classic boxers, man. Unbelievable. Which jazz pianist wrote the composition Take 5? Was it Horace Silver? 2, was it Dave Brubeck? 3, was it Chick Corea? Or 4, was it Bill Evans? Take 5. And he wrote it with a sax player named Paul Desmond. I think I've seen them together. I think I saw him at Newport one year. I'm going to guess 50% got that. Only Bruce Gas. Well, see, I'm a jazz man, you know. This is all second nature stuff to me, but I love it. You know, it sharpens my brain. It lets me know where my roots are from, the kind of music that I cut my teeth on, man. And Christ, I spent so many years digging on nothing but jazz, sitting in the smoky cafes, man. Oh yeah. Whew. Jazz is an amazing music. And, you know, some people it bores the hell out of them. Which jazz musician was nicknamed the Bird? Who was called Bird? Was it Sonny Rollins? 2, was it Miles Davis? 3, was it John Coltrane? Or 4, was it Charlie Parker? And when he died, there was graffiti around it said "Bird lives." So this is just a little hint, but this was graffiti. They were tagging buildings back in the freaking 60s. But who was called Bird? And his nickname was Charlie Bird Parker. Let's compute the answers here. And me and Chris are right on this one. I think your knowledge chased him away, Chris. You know, it's like snooker hall music. Pool hall, snooker hall, same thing, man. See, just different cultures, same thing, just different names. If they say a rose by any other name, but Charlie Bird Parker. They say he created jazz, but he ruined a whole generation of jazz players. They all wanted to do heroin like Charlie Parker. What was the vibraphonist who played with Benny Goodman and led his own group? That's what we're listening to now. We're listening to a vibraphonist back there. 1, was it Red Norvo? 2, was it Milt Jackson? 3, was it Lionel Hampton? Or 4, is it Gary Burton? The vibraphonist for Benny Goodman. I'm going to say Lionel Hampton, number 3. All right, man. 6 people watching. I hope they're playing. Just fun to do, man. Test your knowledge. Who was the vibraphonist who played with Benny Goodman and led his own group? I'm going to say Milt Jackson. I'm going to say Lionel Hampton. Chris is saying Lionel Hampton. 100% in there, man. I've seen Milt Jackson. I've seen Gary Burton. I don't think I've seen Lionel Hampton. Not live anyway. I've been to so many jazz concerts. I might have. I know I've seen him, listened to his recordings, seen him on TV and shit, man. But I've been to so many live jazz shows, man. Just going to a Newport Jazz Festival for 7 or 8 times. That's going to be 50 acts right there. But anyway, which jazz artists released the album Headhunters and Maiden Voyage? This is a good one. A couple of my favorite tunes, man. 1, was it Wayne Shorter? 2, McCoy Tyner. 3, Joe Zawinul. Or 4, Herbie Hancock. Chris knows this one. Awesome piano player. I saw him in Newport, man. I saw Herbie Hancock play in Newport when he did a BSOP reunion with Tony Williams, with Ron Carter, and Freddie Hubbard, and Herbie. But anyway, me and my brother Chris over here were smoking it, man. Nobody else is even trying. Come on, man. Come on. Killer drummer here too, man. I wonder who this is on drums. let me pause the game for a second. Let me check out this promo. I'm trying to find it on the on the thing, and I'm making my picture a little bigger and smaller. Okay, here it is, man. Charles Gold on the drums. Charlie Gold. Charlie Gold banging them skins. All right, let me put this back on again so I can see it. Get me back to the game again. Resume the game. And here we go. Next question coming up. But Herbie Hancock played in every genre, man. He first started in the 60s, playing your straight-ahead jazz. He played with Miles Davis and got funkier and funkier. Started putting the crazy clothes on, the big glasses. He got into the Headhunters. I mean, talk about avant-garde shit, man. Herbie Hancock. Killer stuff. Which jazz sub-genre is John Coltrane's Giant Steps classified under? Modal jazz, hard bop, free jazz, or cool jazz? I'm going to say the modal. I'm going to say number one on this one. Instead of me saying it, I should just do it. Oh, I typed 4 by mistake. Fuck. I meant 1. I saw your 4 and I meant 1, but anyway, was it hard bop? I'm not sure, man. I'm gonna say the modal, because that's the that was kind of like in the middle of hard bop and the it was one of those in the middle things there. And Coltrane was cutting edge. He switched genres. No, you're right. It was hard bop. Nobody got that one right. Free jazz. See, very, very hard to pinpoint unless you're studying the music. Then you forget. Like I said, it's a subgenre. What the hell does that mean, really? You know? Free jazz. I mean, I used to go to the Newport Jazz Festival. My buddy was an usher, a man at the door. I always got the free tickets, and to me, that was free jazz. What female jazz singer was known as Sassy? 1, was it Sarah Vaughan? 2, was it Nancy Wilson? 3, was it Dinah Washington? Or 4, was it Aretha Franklin? Was it Sassy Sarah Vaughan? Was it Sassy Nancy Wilson? Was it Sassy Diana Washington or Sassy Aretha? Sassy Aretha. Oh, did I get 1 in there? Did I make my vote known? Let's spin the wheel, make the deal. Sarah Vaughan. Yeah, Chris, when I didn't put boxing on my title, man, it scared a lot of people away. Hey, my friend Mizrick, salute, brother. Hey, peace, my man. I get it, you can't type, man, but I'm glad you're listening, man. Thank you. I can't highlight. I don't know how to highlight comments in here. I don't know how to. This is like a new program that I've been using it, but not much. I use it about once every couple of weeks. I use it for the past 2 days, and I'm learning it. Which jazz guitarist was part of the group Return to Forever? And this, it's funny that this question comes on here. This is the first jazz band that I went to see that I just blew my mind. And after I saw this band and this guitar player, I thought I was a good guitar player. Was my fucking world changed. Al Di Meola. Unbelievable, man. The guy played like it sounded like an Uzi. And every note was right on. But Return to Forever. It was Al Di Meola on guitar, Stanley Clarke on bass, Chick Corea on piano, and Lenny White on drums. And man, what a jazz concert. Like I said, it blew my mind. I had about 1,000 albums in a Foot Locker. I used to take them with me when I moved from apartment to apartment. And they were all rock. They were all, like Grateful Dead and Led Zeppelin, The Who. All my albums from my childhood, man. Every single one of them. I mean, there was just Jackson Browne's in there, and Creedence is in there. I mean, dude, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. And once I got into this jazz, I fell into this jazz spell. I couldn't listen to those albums anymore. I had to listen to just jazz. In my album collection, I bought 3 albums my first time buying jazz. I bought the Return to Forever album, Romantic Warrior. I bought John Abercrombie's Trio, Timeless, with Jack DeJohnette and Jan Hammer. And what was the third one? I can't even think of it right now. Oh, I love the Doors, man. Love the Doors. See, the thing is, when I first fell into with jazz, that's all I could listen to. But then as I grew up a little bit, as I get into my 30s and I accept all kind of music, man. The Doors, they're just so cool, bro. Ray Manzarek, fucking the Doors. I love it. The night that Jim Morrison died, I was laying in my bed listening to FM radio on a Sunday night. Just getting ready to go to sleep. I was only about 15 or something like that. And I heard over the radio they found Jim Morrison dead in France. I'm like, what? Whoa. Oh, they definitely were, man. They were listening to some of those jams. I mean, there was no bass player. Ray Manzarek is doing the bass with the pedals. Wicked killer stuff, man. Wicked killer stuff. But anyway, once I I was a jazz snob. Like if I went to a party and they were playing anything but jazz, I wouldn't even stay there. I used to go to parties and bring my own albums. And it was a kind of accepted because I always brought the good weed with me, so nobody fucking wanted me out of there. So they tolerate my music. But then they get into it too, and jazz was big back then too in the 70s and the 80s. I mean, the Return to Forever's, all the electric stuff. George Benson, Breezin', everybody knew Breezin'. And shit, man, I could go on and on, but anyway, Al Di Meola on this one. Let me resume this game here. Stop my babbling. Do a few more tokes and get ready for the next question. But then Pat Metheny, I met Pat Metheny. I saw him in the front row, smoking a joint. My feet are on the stage. It was in a little club in Newport called Salt, and I'm smoking a joint of gold. I got a cigar in my hand, so the club couldn't tell I was smoking weed, but they could just a cigar smoke. But his bass player, Mark Egan, he's looking at me, man, and I wanted to give him a token. He almost went for it, but then Pat Metheny said, "No, man." He looked at Pat and he wouldn't do the token. There's my brother Cornbread TV, man. Shout out. Which instrument did Charles Mingus primarily play? That's it, man. The smell of the fucking... And I had Acapulco Gold, man. This was back in 1977. Me and my buddy JR, we closed his bar down early. And we went to Newport to see Pat Metheny, because I've seen Pat a couple of times. I knew him, and it was like fucking awesome, man. Awesome stuff. But Charles Mingus, primarily a bass player, one of the best bass players in the world. Fucking Charles Mingus. If you've never heard Charles Mingus, man. And cornbread, I'm smoking some fortified ice cream cake. I put the crumble in there. I put about a gram in the fucking tray, and it's got to be 50% this stuff, because the ice cream cake is, it's your decent 25 to 28%. And the crumble's about 70%. Mixed it in here, man. I'm doing good. If you want to play the game, cornbread, it's kind of like you can take a guess. It's 25%, and this is jazz, brother. This is the music of your people, my man. This is the black man's music, the jazz, my brother. I fell in love with it many, many years ago, many generations ago. And I like passing on my jazz knowledge. What is the title of Ornette Coleman's influential free jazz album from 1959? And all of these are names of jazz albums on here. Out to Lunch, Point of Departure, Ascension, and The Shape of Jazz to Come. And I know the answer to this one, man. Chris is getting there quickly. This was like how true it was, man. This was some real avant-garde stuff. I used to play this stuff and people thought I was nuts. They said, what the fuck are you listening to this shit for? And I'm saying, what are you not listening to this for? You just don't get it. Your brain's not on the same level as mine. You know, I got real snobby about it. I'd bully people into listening to jazz. I was that fucked up, man. Now I listen to everything. Before I came on here, I was listening to Justin Townes Earl. I love that fucking dude, man. The new gen of jazz. But The Shape of Things to Come. Absolutely, the new generation of jazz. I listen to everything right now, man. You know, my musical, I can't get enough music. I put them earbuds in the morning. I go take my dog for a walk, and I'm in heaven. Bring my vape with me. So lately, I've been eating a lot of edibles. Me and the old lady, we were making some killer edibles with my extraction machine. We just made some juice. Which drummer is known for leading the Jazz Messengers? Awesome band, one of the best fucking jazz bands. 1, was it Tony Williams? 2, was it Max Roach? 3, Elvin Jones? Or 4, Art Blakey? It was his name and the Jazz Messengers. The Jazz Messengers, I mean, so many great musicians cut their teeth with the Jazz Messengers. This guy was a fucking a guru as far as drums goes. Chris knows who he is, man. And some days I'll put a Dead album on. I'll just go. I'll go try through. Sometimes I'll put. Like I said, man, I like Molly Tuttle. I'll play some of that bluegrass stuff, man. I'll play Reckless Kelly. Oh, bro, my musical taste is so fucking everywhere, all over the board. Which drummer is known for leading the Messengers? No, it's Art Blakey, the Jazz Messengers. And all 4 of those drummers, arguably the 4 greatest drummers in the world. And our dude in the background's not doing a bad job either, Don. I forgot his name already, but that's the new stuff going on right now. And he's playing live right now at Smalls Jazz as we speak, so I know I won't get copywritten for it. String Bean Bruce Bluegrass Band. Yes, I have, man. Yes, I have. I'm not. I couldn't name their tunes, but how can I not? String Bean Bruce. Which jazz trumpeter was known for his bent trumpet and puff cheeks? This is an easy one, man. I saw this cat too. Awesome player. 1, was it Miles Davis? 2, was it Louis Armstrong? 3, was it Dizzy Gillespie? Or 4, was it Chet Baker? I saw him at the Providence Performing Arts Center, I'm going to say probably 77 too, man. Killer fucking band. Oh, A Night in Tunisia. Has a trumpet and the end of it's bent up like this. So it's, and the reason for that is he plays looking down, but the horn is into the microphone. I hear you, Chris. I do that already once tonight. No penalties here, brother. As long as you're smoking, we're non-judgmental. If you don't smoke weed and you're pointing your finger at me for doing that, then go fuck yourself, man. If not, you're more than welcome here. Dizzy Gillespie. And he had a hell of a guitar player, too. I can't even remember the cat's name, but this guy was really good. They put on a really great show, man. The Diz. And he's a legend, too. His cheeks puff out like two grapefruits, man. So funky. What pianist was a key figure in the development of cool jazz? This is kind of a tough one, man. What pianist was a key figure in the development of cool jazz? I'm going to guess Bill Evans, man, because he's like a birth of the cool. Bill Evans was the piano player on that album. It was a Miles Davis album. And I'm taking a guess. Chris is taking a guess. We'll see where we go on this one, man. I think I'm right because I think I've heard of Bill Evans, man. You know what? Birth of the Cool anyway. But the cool jazz was a kind of one of those subgenres. And yes, I got it, man. Bill Evans. Most unassuming guy, man. Little white dude with a fucking pair of black haunted rim glasses. Not haunted rim, black glasses, and he wore a tie. He looked more like a vacuum cleaner salesman, like a killer piano player. Uh-oh. These guys are taking their break now. You know what we're gonna do though? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause the game for a second here, man. Give us a chance to answer this. I'm gonna go to the let me give these guys a break, cut them down. I'm gonna go over to the Maple Leaf Bar in New Orleans. They're playing live jazz too. Let's see who's playing there, man. Johnny Skeech and the Dirty Notes. Johnny Skeech and the Dirty Notes. I've never heard of them, man, but this is a cool bar. This is down in New Orleans. There's a chick playing the sax. I guess Johnny sketches on the guitar. But this is kind of cool background stuff here, man. And once again, this is live at the Maple Leaf Bar down in New Orleans, man, down on Bourbon Street. If you're ever in New Orleans, tell them Bruce Gas sent you. I'm sure they'll give you a discount at the door. Let's resume the game. We're on question number 29. What legend collaborated with Duke Ellington on the album Money Jungle? 1, was it Charles Mingus? 2, Max Roach? 3, John Coltrane? Or 4, Charles Mingus? Money Jungle. Duke Ellington and I'm going to say Coltrane. I'm with you, Chris. I'm going to guess Coltrane. We could be wrong. But who knows, man? Who knows? BBO, my brother. Which one is it going to be here? That's jazz over here, bro. A sentimental mood. Is it? Yeah, it was Charles Mingus, man. We both blew it. Charles Mingus and Duke Ellington. You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if that's in my fucking collection. But that's how I get. But Charles Mingus and Duke Ellington. I'm sure it's a killer album, and I'm sure I've listened to it. But I got it wrong. What jazz saxophonist was known for pioneering modal jazz? Modal jazz. I'm going to say the Train. A lot of CBVO. I get this program that I bought. Well, I rent it by the month here, and it's amazing. You can go get a trivia contest. Artificial intelligence gives you the questions, and bango. I just put it out here. I have a good old time, man. Digging on some jazz, smoking on some good bud, and playing a trivia game. Who was known as the pioneer of modal jazz? John Coltrane. 100% of us got that one right, man. Chasing the Train. That's what they used to call us when we were on the streets looking for dope. Chasing the Train, boys. Yeah. This band is killer, man. I wish I was in New Orleans right now. I'd be down at the Maple Leaf. Yeah. What jazz standard was written by Thelonious Monk? Which jazz standard was written
Can I
by
get some
Thelonious
guitar on the
Monk?
bass switch, please, Evan?
1 was it So What?
Get some guitar.
2 was
In
it
the
Blue
bass
Monk?
wedge.
3 was it All Blues?
Thank you.
Hey, shut up! I'm talking over here.
All right.
All right. So
That's
4
how I
4
prepare,
was
guys.
around midnight. I know this one, man. So if you don't know it, do as I do, not as I say, man. This is a
I'll
jazz
take a touch more of
standard,
this,
and I think I sung this one
beautiful
earlier, so I'm not going to
vocal
sing it again. But until
Sounds so good.
midnight rolls around, and that's about when I crash these days. I don't crash, but I try to get
It's really
in my
nice to see
bed
you
at
folks out
midnight.
here on a Tuesday night. Thanks for coming. Appreciate
On a
it.
Tuesday night. See, man. Hey, my brother Lance, man. Shout out to my brother Lance Meyer. Good to see you, bro. Want to play some jazz trivia? We got another 20 questions to go or something like that. Or 10 or whatever. I don't even know. But welcome to the game, man. Around midnight. Bruce Gass was the only one to get that. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Always love having you here, man. You've been on day 1, I think. My mind doesn't. I gotta take one of those Donald Trump cognitive tests. We can see that bastard take one. Let's get to the next question before I go off on a political rant. Okay, which jazz singer had a hit with Mac the Knife? All right, man, Mac the Knife. Mac is back in town. 1 was it Nat King Cole. 2 was it Louis Armstrong. 3 was it Frank Sinatra. 4 was it Dean Martin.
Get up and out. You gotta be a little stronger. Pick up yourself. You're trying to move it slower.
Little funk going on in the background, man.
Got no way to go now.
The window's closed. Me and Chris said number 2. We said Louis Armstrong. Maggie's back in town. But it could be Sinatra, it could be, oh, man. And I could see any one of these cats, any one of these crones singing Mac the Knife, you know? But they're right. It was a hit with Louis Armstrong. Okay, now I can hear some jamming coming up. The next question.
Pick up yourself.
Which jazz genre emerged in the late 40s featuring fast tempos and complex improvisation? 1 was it called swing, 2 was it called fusion, 3 was it called cool jazz, or 4 was it called bebop? And remember, the 1940s. So I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take an educated guess. Being the jazz man that I am. Oh no, I pressed 3. I thought I pressed 4. I fucked up, man. I said I'm gonna guess bebop, but I pressed 4 instead. For anybody who's done that, I know that happens. At least I can say it before the score comes up, which is kind of fucked up. But I'm gonna say bebop. Bebop in the 40s. Bebop. Me and Chris got it wrong. Fusion didn't come till the late 60s. And cool jazz, I think cool jazz was before bebop. Oh no, cool jazz was after bebop. Oh man, I don't even know, but I know this was bebop though. I know bebop in the 40s, Charlie Parker, getting it going. Next question, please. Which jazz bassist composed Goodbye Pork Pie Hat? Classic song, man. When Charlie speaks of luster, you know someone will come. Was it Scott LaFaro? 2 was it Ron Carter? 3 Ray Brown, or 4 Charles Mingus? This is a standard jazz song, man. Everybody knows this tune, bro. where Joni Mitchell sang it. She was like, I think she might have had an affair with Charles Mingus before he died. But she did a version of it, real words to it. I mean, this was just a cool song. But Charles Mingus, number 4, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat. The answer, please. And all 4 of these cats, all top-notch bases in the jazz world. But only one of them wrote Goodbye Pork Pie Hat. And that was written for Lester Young, who wore a pork pie hat. And that's what, when it was Goodbye Pork Pie Hat, they broke up. Yeah, this is a song they wrote. It was... What the hell? I had Ron Carter. No, I said Charles Mingus. Fuck, man. I pressed the wrong one again. Good thing this isn't for any dough or something. I'm not playing anybody. I'm not on Traveling Fools yet. He does a trivia on Sunday night. I'd be so fucking pissed off. Which jazz singer was known for her deep voice in phrasing the songs like Cry Me a River, Cry Me a River. Damn. I'm going to guess 2 on this one. I got to make sure I hit the right. I'm going to guess Julie Christie, but I don't know on this one, man. A jazz singer known for her deep voice.
The dirty note horns sound great. Top form.
Yeah, this band is pretty cool in the background, too. We went from the laid-back, cool jazz era. Now we're in a little bit of the jazz rock fusion era over here. And the correct answer to this one is Julie London. You and I got it wrong with Julie Christie. I never even heard Julie London. I probably have, but I can't recollect it. One good thing about this, I'm getting a good fucking buzz on, man. I may even have to whip it on the butt out. I think it should last me, though. Which jazz pianist is known for his work with the Miles Davis Quintet? The Miles Davis Quintet's a classic band from 1965 to 1969. And was it 1 was it Keith Jarrett, 2 was it Herbie Hancock, 3 was it Chick Corea, 4 was it Bill Evans. Me and Chris got this one right. I can guarantee it's Herbie Hancock because that was a classic. That was the Miles Davis with Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, and Wayne Shorter. Wayne Shorter, the late great. But we got that 100% got this one right. And how many people we got in here digging on this show, man? I can't even see how many people are in here, but I hope there's at least 2 or 3. At least me and Chris are playing. I don't know, man. If we got watches in there, you got a 25% chance of getting it. Really, there's nothing to do but play it. Oh, I know you got a sub to me. You don't want to sub to me. That's cool too, man. I lost 3 subs last week. I don't know why, but I had 2,083 and now I got 2,079. So. Which jazz saxophonist was known as Prez? Okay, man, this is when you gotta get here. 1 was it Stan Getz, 2 was it Lester Young, 3 was it John Coltrane, or 4 was it Charlie Parker? Who was known as Prez? Lester Young. Was it Stan Getz, Lester Young, Coltrane, or Charlie Parker? They called him Prez. I heard Charles Mingus in an interview referred to him as Prez. He was getting down, playing some Cosmic Prayers after a gig. And he's always been Prez after that to me, man. The great Lester Young. Sometimes people delete their channels or YouTube deletes them. That will automatically unsub from the channels they were subbed to. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I would love to get 10,000 subs, you know, just to know that people are listening to me out there. But I get it, man. You know, some people have like, see, I blocked a couple of people the other day that were just talking bullshit. I never blocked anybody. I had nobody blocked, but I heard bullshit and I said, fuck it, I don't need it. Which Brazilian jazz style became popular in the 1960s? Here we go. The girl from Ipanema. 1 was it tango, 2 was it samba, 3 was it rumba, or 4 was it bossa nova? The hips swaying back and forth, the bossa nova, baby. I'm gonna go with 4. Nelly, my brother, salute, man. Always a pleasure to see you. Nelly, I think you're probably a jazz head. I bet you got a little bit of jazz in you somewhere. What Brazilian style in the 60s? So we have 10 more questions. Running right around time for me, man. Remind me right down, man. I already put the dog out, so keep me from eating at night too, which I hate to do. I'll just kind of crash off after this. I get a good buzz on. The bossa nova, man. That was with Stan Getz, Carlos Jobim, all kind of the Brazilian stuff, man. The girl from Ipanema goes walking. But that was cool stuff, man. Let's get the next question up here. I'm doing awesome, Nelly. I think I'm there to be better, man. But you know, it's fucked up because today, let me put it on pause and tell you about this, because today was a weird one, man. I woke up today and it wasn't a headache, but I felt like my head was in a cloud. And see, I wake up, I'm straight every day. That's the only time I'm straight when I wake up at night. You know, I bring my vid with me for my walks. I'm stoned for most of the rest of the day. But I had this freaking, it was like a fog in my head. And I came back and it got worse. And I'm saying, to my wife, I said, I'm going to take a COVID test. I got a bunch of money. I feel like I have COVID or something. So I took the test, came up negative. And I wanted to take a couple of Advil, but I didn't have it in the house. So I took a Tylenol and an aspirin, which is almost an excedrin. So I took that. I laid down. I think I nodded off for a couple of hours. It's gone now. And I think it was COVID. I really did. I've had COVID once, and it was that same feeling. But I got a wicked strong immune system. I eat healthy as a motherfucker. I take all super antioxidants. No, it wasn't a weed hangover, Chris. Because I didn't smoke anything different yesterday. And I smoke sometimes to the point where I don't know what a weed hangover is. It always leaves my system as far as that goes. Oh, I'm feeling great now. It's totally gone. You know, when I scheduled this game,
Johnny Rico on trumpet.
I said if it gets worse, I'm just going to cancel it. Because see, if I don't cancel it, the live streaming, the service I have, live reacting, it'll play with. I could cancel it on YouTube, but it'll still play with live reacting. It'll charge me a credit for it, and like I gotta pay for the to rent this trivia software. And you seen fucking StreamYard, man. StreamYard went to fucking $34 from $10. What is that all about, man? Those thieves. But anyway, man, all of a sudden I said, hey, I don't mind paying for them, but I'm going to use them. So I did a trivia yesterday, the weed trivia on my cannabis channel. I did boxing trivia on this channel, and now we're doing jazz trivia. But anyway, this is, we'll resume the game again. I got that out. I think I said everything I wanted to say. And let's get back on the game here, man. The bossa nova was the answer to the last one. Next question. Which jazz musician is famous for the piece Spain? Awesome song, man. One of my favorite jazz compositions on the piano. 1 was it McCoy Tyner. 2 was it Keith Jarrett. 3 is it Herbie Hancock. Or 4 is it Chick Corea. A beautiful song.
catches up to you. And if you suffer, don't suffer long.
I'll answer that in 1 second for you here, my brother Nelly. Let's see. I have a question that I've always wanted to ask you, bro. Is there such a thing as romantic jazz, bro? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there's any genre call that, but jazz can be pretty damn romantic, man. You can actually do a lot of things with jazz. They were like so intrigued with it, they didn't know their pants were off. But I don't know if there's really a genre called romantic jazz. But Chick Corea, man, my man Chick Corea, this is his trademark tune right here. Chick being from Spain. Da, 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 da. I mean, a beautiful song. Chick and Stanley Clarke doing this song. That music's not too loud in the background, is it?
Let's have a love.
Pretty cool stuff, though, huh? There is my man D-Ray. D-Ray, alive on the drive, my brother. Who was the clarinet and band leader known as the King of Swing? This is an old one, man. The King of Swing. 1 was it Glenn Miller. This is something you have to ask your grandfather. 2 was it Count Basie. 3 was it Benny Goodman. Or 4 was it Artie Shaw, the clarinet band leader. I'm going to say number 3, Benny Goodman. D-Ray, my brother. D-Ray's a jazz man. My friend G Funky, he always compliments me because he knows I know my jazz. He always likes to ask me a little question or something, kind of hit me up a little bit. But Benny Goodman playing that clarinet, man, back in the fucking World War II, before World War II. I mean, it was definitely not. This is the kind of stuff that made me run away from jazz. But then as I get into it more, I appreciate it more. I tolerate it, but it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. These cats in the background sound like they're doing a little bit of reggae Jamaica stuff. I'm digging this, man. Keeping that buzz cooking, man. Keeping that buzz cooking while we wind down this contest here, man. Hey, Nelly Content. Take a guess, bro. You got a 25% chance, and see how lucky you are, man. What jazz musician was also an accomplished painter? Some of his albums have his paintings on them. If you owned any of his paintings now, they'd be worth big buku money. Just take a guess, and I'm going to give you a hint. His initials are MD, and it's not MD 2020 either. 1 is it Miles Davis, 2 is it John Coltrane, 3 Dizzy Gillespie, or 4 Chet Baker. These cats in New Orleans are getting down to some reggae funk down here, man, huh? I'd like to be in this bar tonight. I might even start drinking again, man. Miles Davis. Chet Baker, one of my favorite trumpet players, man. Former junkie, came back from the Skids. Made his return album, man. Great. Chet Baker, loved him, man. Miles Davis, an accomplished painter. Miles Davis, man, what a story with him, man. Miles was into the cocaine in New York City back in the early 70s. He wanted to quit. He stayed in his house. He just put newspaper on his windows, locked the door.
It's Davey D on the bass.
What jazz standard was compromised by Antonio Carlos Jobim? A jazz standard. And I think we sang it in here. 1 was it Girl from Ipanema. 2 was it Stella by Starlight. 3 was it Blue and Green. 4 was it Autumn Leaves. And this is 1960s stuff. I wouldn't expect anybody, unless you know it, to know it. Take a good guess, man. Put a number in there.
Stage.
You can't be wrong for trying.
Break and do something that'll really melt your face.
Okay, man. Look at this band. They're cooking right now. Let's get the answer to this one and move on to the next one. That was question 42 out of 48. So we got 6 more to go. And Chris, man, Chris has been in here for the whole fucking ball of wax. I gotta give him a lot of credit, man. That's all right, brother. Don't worry about it. It's trivia. It's trivial. It doesn't matter. Pick anything. Sometimes you get luck. It's like when you play one of those fucking raffles. It doesn't take any brains to win. You just might get lucky and hit it and bango. Guitar player is pretty funky here. Which jazz trombonist was known for his role in the swing era? This is going to be a tough one. Was it Tommy Dorsey, Kai Winding, J.J. Johnson, or Curtis Fuller? I am going to guess for a swing band, I'm going to guess one. Just a guess though, man. I know Curtis Fuller, he's in the 60s, man. Killer player. Kai Winding, I think he was more into the 50s or 60s. And J.J. Johnson, later on too. Tommy Dorsey was from the swing era. Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey. Curtis Fuller played with freaking Art Blakey. He's one of my favorites, man. But I think the answer to this one will be number one. Let's see. Pretty funky guitar playing there, man. Guys just kind of got me in a trance. Tommy Dorsey. 34% of us got that one right. Let's go to the next question. Do another bong in between. What jazz saxophonist played on album A Night in Birdland? A Night in Birdland. I know this one because his name wouldn't be up there if it wasn't him, because everybody else's name in there is like a huge jazz player, and this cat played on the album. He played sax player. Excuse me. Filling in for Charlie Parker. Number 3. Me and Chris got that one right. Nelly, Stan Getz it, man. I love Stan Getz too. I saw him in Newport. Fucking Stan Getz has a sound. And this is another one, man. Reformed junkie, come back from the fucking depths. Just plays so good. I got probably 7, 8 Stan Getz on vinyl in there. Stan Getz is one of my favorites. But Lou, somebody who only people would smell. Yes, Chris, I think you're in there, bro. Which jazz pianist is known for his solo, jam, concerts, and improvisation? I saw this guy at the Providence Performing Arts Center. Solo piano. It's called a Colin concert. Awesome stuff. This is so far out there. Just him on piano, and he was having an orgasm. He was, and it was a fucking trip. And it was like solo piano. This is the man. The Colin concerts. Just an amazing piano player. Blew my mind. Just him, nothing else on piano. Keith Jarrett, the man, the myth. Played with Miles Davis. Played with Stan Getz. Bruce Gassy, ever been to New Orleans? Yeah, I've been to New Orleans, bro. And I saw music on the street. When I went to the clubs, it was a strip club, but there was jazz in there. And I love them, the Neville Brothers, man. Dr. Longhair. The fucking what's the brass band down there? Right now, my mind's a little foggy, but New Orleans, man, I dig New Orleans jazz, man, especially the Neville brothers. I've seen Aaron Neville 3-4 times, and which jazz guitar player was a pioneer of gypsy jazz? Here's a good one for you. Gypsy jazz. This cat got in an accident, got his fingers burned. He only had like 2 fingers and the thumb. And he was a killer on guitar. And all of these guys were killers. I saw Joe Pass a solo guitar concert like that, just him on guitar. Blew my mind. Grant Green, Wes Montgomery, but Gypsy Jazz. Only one man in that one, man.
Peace in the valley. Oh, New York, there's a rumbling in the air.
Oh, you don't know the shape I'm in. Old band tune here, man. Django.
Anybody
See my old lady, this little alone, we drive me crazy. Oh, you don't know the shape I'm in. I just turned 16. Okay, here, man. Next question. See, I got mixed up. I was going to say I spent 16 days in the jailhouse. That's the next verse. Which jazz musician was known for his eccentric behavior and unique fashion sense? This guy dressed like a fucking champ, man. Who was it, bro? In fact, all of these guys. But this was a unique, eccentric behavior and unique. I'm going to say the Monk. I could be wrong because all of these guys dressed in their own crazy way and they had eccentric behavior. Like Mingus, man. Mingus used to pull his gun out at band members when they weren't playing the right song. Sun Ra was one of the craziest of them all. It could be Sun Ra. You know? That's why you can't be on you can't be on the fence when you're playing. This ain't like boxing where you can go. You gotta take one. Once you press that number, you're with it. I said Monk, I think. Could be Ornette Coleman. Sun Ra. Nobody got Sun Ra. Damn. Don't save your brother. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, you don't know the shape I'm in. Next question. What are we on? Next is the last question coming up. Here we are, Jazz Man. Who was the composer of Take the A Train? Take the A Train into Harlem. Was it Johnny Mercer? 2, was it Irving Berlin? 3, was it Cole Porter? Or 4, was it Billy Strayhorn? Take the A Train. The song that Duke Ellington made famous. If you don't know this one, take a guess. But this was a last and final one. I mean, Nelly Content, I've been in here doing this since 10 o'clock, bro. This is an hour and a half. And usually I can skip to the next question, but for some reason it didn't work last night. It worked in my weed trivia, but it didn't work now. It's probably something I got to press when I set the show up. And I'll learn it. But it was Billy Strayhorn. And I got that one right.
An old guy in my neighborhood today drove by me when I was walking my dog. He's playing that song real loud in his car.
Well, listen to this cat.
Yeah, man. I was like, slow down a little, please. But also, great song.
Great song.
You know, hard to have like a dude moment when you're like, hey, man. Seriously, though, slow down.
Let me cut these. Let me go check out Smalls Jazz Club, see if they're back playing again. They're telling me I got ad blocker. I'll have to refresh. Take my ad blocker down, those bastards. See, YouTube, man, they figured out ad block. I had it for years. Never had any problems with it, and now they got me.
Ready to tackle your debt?
No,
We can
I'm
help.
not.
A Stretch Financial Wellness Vision
Skip
subscription
that
can help
sucker.
you
There we
visualize.
go. No, they're still on break, man. Let's get them up to play. There we go. There we go. A little jazz there to keep us going. And there's the leaderboard, man. There's our final scores. Bruce Gas doesn't count, man. Chris, first place. Skull Asylum, second place. Alonzo, Spectacular, third place. BBO, fourth place. I know you got Nelly. You got a couple of them, didn't you, bro? Nah, Chris, you got first. See, I shouldn't have been an official entrant here. I'll tell you what. That guitar player right there. Type in that guitar player's name. That's the final question. That's the tiebreaker. If you can type his name, and I'll give you a hint. He played with Miles Davis on the famous album In a Silent Way. If anybody can guess this, you get a grand prize for this one. Lance, salute, brother. Salute, man. Thanks so much for hanging around, man. He started a band of his own. He called him. Miles said, you're just too good. I think you should go on your own. And he started a band called the Mahavishnu Orchestra with Billy Cobham. He's played with everybody, man. He's about my age. I think he's about a year older. Anyway, his initials are JM. His name is Mahavishnu John McLaughlin. Played with Carlos Santana. But anyway, I kind of put these cats in. I got the background. I put the weed on the regular background, but we got Mahavishnu on the third, on the final. What do they call it? The leaderboard. But anyway, man, much fun. I probably would have gotten more than that, Nelly, but I didn't guess them all. I didn't press all the right answers in. I just did a lot of them vocally. And I said, hey, nobody else is here playing. I might as well. And me and Chris just kind of got together. But when we did, and the thing is, man, I'm a jazz connoisseur. I've been studying jazz forever. Since 1974, or was it 76? That's when I just fell in love with jazz, and it wasn't up until around 1980, about 1987, 87, 88. I started listening to other kinds of music. I get into my old stuff again. Started listening to Springsteen and the Dead and the Who and everything, man, everything. But there were those 10 years I was a jazz snob, and I did nothing but jazz clubbing, partying with the jazz, with the musicians, snorting coke with these cats. I turned some of these cats on coke for the first time, man. This trombone player, his name was Porky Cohen. He fucking he was my age when, and we're in the back where we're smoking weed and shit like that, and he's no, the sax I don't know how to play. I can play trumpet, I can play piano, I can play drums, I can play guitar. Sax I never learned. I'm sure I could, if I picked it up, I would be able to, I'd be able to play with it, like play Happy Birthday or something, because, you get musically inclined. It's nothing to brag about, but, I'm pretty musically inclined. I can pick up a harmonica, drums, I pick them up like so easily, and recorded with them too. But anyway, man, just a blast having everybody in here. Chris, my man, I wish I could award you something. I can't, and especially in Ireland. I send you a vape or something, but never go through the mail over here, bro. I'd get you in trouble. And Nelly, my brother, always a pleasure seeing you in here. Lance, man, thank you so much for coming by. I don't know if there's anybody else still hanging out in here, man. But if you are, if you're not, thanks so much, man. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Doing your thing over here, man. Jazz trivia, boxing trivia. Go to my weed channel, Cannabis Education and Entertainment. I can't even put the link in here, man. But definitely, man. Peace out, and thank you so much for coming in here, man. Gone.